blood sister beg you to hunt me, Walker? Has she grown too weak to do it herself? Everything. Our lives were spent hiding away in tombs, gnawing on rats to keep the hunger at bay. Day after day, year after year, with no end in sight. All to keep us safe, but that was a lie. It only made us easy pickings. There are predators and there are prey. Our clan mother chose to live like prey, and she died like prey. But we are vampires. We thrive on the hunt. If she had embraced our true nature, she'd still be alive today. Which will you be, Walker?
Do not listen to his sweet talk.
Your claws are dull as always, Yoshiha.
These cards
Remember what I
are
said,
cool
Walker.
thing. We should make for we.
This one used to like fun, but after she turned, their blood seemed thin as glue.
Rakasha toys with us. He is drunk with power. What of the caravans? I have found no one alive. Rakasha is not so foolish as to needlessly slaughter his prey. Our clan must be herding the caravans into the Tenar Zalvit ossuary like cattle. At least most of them should still be alive. We must free them. You will, Walker. I lack the strength to fight them. I will keep to the shadows and help you how I can. I'd like to believe my clan can be redeemed, but if they have to pay for the blood in their veins with their lives, so be it. The Tenar Zalvit ossuary is deeper within the chasm, to the east. I will meet you inside. First, I must slake my thirst as best as I can. I'll need all the strength I can muster. It has been the Tenar Zalvit's clan home for centuries. A humble place of rest for Khajiit to begin their journey to the sands behind the stars. After the flu came, it became a sprawling boneyard. You will find my clan in great numbers there. Paradise, Walker. Where Khajiit who followed the true path of the moons lounge in the gentle warmth of the sun on dunes of purest sugar. A place I will never see. I am sworn to keep an eternal vigil, even if I am the last of my clan who remembers our duty to the dead. And if I should die, I am out of Khenarthi's reach. Only the cruel embrace of Molag Bal awaits for the likes of me. Rakasha is no fool. Arrogant, but no fool. He knows you are not easy prey, so he did not raise his hand to you alone. Now that he is pursued, he will seek safety among the clan and wait for us to fight on his terms. He is a clever cat, Walker. His tongue is sharper than his claws, but I fear talk will be wasted on him now that he's given in to his thirst. And he will be stronger than he has ever been. Our clan served as the caretakers of the Tenar Zalvit ossuary when there was anyone left to seek burial. Khajiit made offerings of blood for us to watch over their dead. We coexisted like that for hundreds of years, until tragedy struck. Our clan grew from... It's been too long since we tasted life. I have little time to waste.
Like my path through this madness.
You are. Any questions before we leap into this slippery hedge maze? Once we get inside, we'll cover more ground if we split up. Don't get too concerned if you don't see me around. Think of me as your loyal, rakishly handsome shadow. As for any rough stuff with the bandits, I'll leave that to you. Can't I want to free him and want the jewel? Look, Fez and I have double-crossed each other more times than we can count.
Would you like to hear the fragrant word of Azura? It was she who gave us shape and told us the three secrets. She who protected us from the wrath of Ifre and taught us the mysteries of the moons. Ah, yes. Mazdur entered the den of vagrants with the most honorable of intentions. He only wished to share the wisdom of Our Lady of Dusk and Dawn. This is the unfortunate result. That would be most appreciated. This one is sure you'll find the key nearby. Ah, and if you could recover Mazdur's amulet of Azura as well. The bandits' leader, Zareba Sharpclaw, seemed to admire it greatly. It will likely be by her side. Azura bless you, brave Rook. Mazdur must travel many places to spread the word of his lady. Through divine inspiration, his paws follow the path to where Azura feels he is most needed. Unfortunately, he is not always met with welcome. It is true that Mazdur is trapped within this cage, soon to be sold off to vile slavers. But it is also true that you have arrived to save him in this, his hour of desperation. Asura watches over this one always, and so he is never afraid. Mazdur has dedicated his life to the brilliance of Asura. Every morning he sings her praises. Every night he humbles himself with prayer. His days are spent wandering elsewhere, spreading her fragrant word. It was the wisdom of Asura that gave the Kashita many forms, each for its own purpose. It was she who gave us the skills to be exceedingly quick, exceedingly clever, and exceedingly beautiful. How could Mazdur the Moonstruck not honor her? This one's title, bequeathed upon him by his family long ago. Asura was born alongside the moons. This is known. Mazdur is moonstruck, stricken by the beauty and power of the moons, connected to his lady through reverence and wisdom. Mazdur must travel many places to spread the word of his lady. Through divine inspiration, his paws follow the path to where Asura feels he is most needed. Unfortunately, he is not always met.
There he is. Boy, this is creative.
No, stay back! Don't touch me! What's the matter? The giant spike trap under Feskar's feet! It could impale Fez at any moment. Not by choice! The ruddy fang trappers forced Fez onto this plate. They play this game with new slaves to break their spirits and teach them to listen. If Fezkar steps off this plate, he becomes a Fez kebab. Fez does not want to be a Fez kebab. You and Jakarn come to free Fezkar? Bright moons, yes, free me. To disarm the plate, you pull the chain over there. But you need a key to unlock it. Look for a chest deeper in the tangle. I know they keep the key inside it. Please, hurry!
I'll keep watch here in case any guards wander by. You see if you can find the key he's talking about. Deal?
Another run with Schubert.
See, Fez? There's our friend. Right on time.
There you are. Did you find the key? Feskar's fur falls out from all this stress. Bandar be praised! Slide the key into the lock beneath the chain. Turn it to the right until you hear it click. Slowly. And do not take the key out before you pull the chain. Otherwise, Feskar is skewered like a tasty pig. Tell you? So you can leave me here to die? Your new friend Feskar was not born yesterday, Walker. I will tell you, only that the jewel is hidden safe, in a lockbox on a high cliff. You will not find it without my help. Now, free Feskar. Please!
Steady hands, friend. I'll just be right over here.
Free at last! Thank you both. Now, all this key finding and trap disarming is hard work, yes? You've earned a rest, I think.
Two-faced little... Really should have seen that coming, Jakarn. Sneaky little bastard. Where did he even hide that gas bomb? Ooh, you know what? Let's not think about that. Friend. Right. I hate to admit it, but good old Fez is sliding rapidly toward dopey rival. Sometimes colleague at best. Anyway, Fez grew up in the Stitches, cliffside settlement above the Scar. He might have hidden the gem there. Exactly. It fits. Still, the Stitches is a big place, and he's got a head start. Fortunately for us, Akon and these bandits did a number on his legs. He hobbled out of here like an 80-year-old stork. If we move fast, we might catch him. We should split up. Famous last words, right? Whoever finds that sneaky Khajiit first holds him down until the other arrives. Then we all find the gem together, yeah? Mara's mercy, I'm starting to talk like a cat. I've been in Elsweyr too long. See you there, good looking.
You have the key, yes? If you would open the cage, then. Praise Asura for your timely intervention, Rook. Come now, let us speak outside. Master is grateful for such a rescue. Were you able to find his amulet as well? Then you have this one's gratitude. And the gratitude of Asura as well, it seems. Just as Master was leaving, he happened to find something of value. Take it as your well-earned reward. Mazdur, then you have... And so Mazdur is once again saved by the intervention of Asura. Through your actions, of course. As of late, this one's thoughts turn to Greenshade. While the Khajiit have always welcomed Asura into their hearts, the Wood Elves still look toward her with apathy. Perhaps it is they who most need to hear her fragrant words. No, Mazdur will be met with hostility, of this he is sure. But Azura will watch over him, and lead this one to those who may be willing. In this he has faith, just as he has faith in the Lady of Dawn and Dusk herself.
Mage, you won't steal my soul.
Don't seem to be making much progress.
Always with the
Walker,
necromancy. This
have
one.
a moment to spare, yes?
My spines quiver when I think of our guild members in Somerset. for I am sure they suffer much disrespect from the High Elves.
we should pay.
Get back! You will not take the jewel from Feskar!
Listen to me, Fez.
It's mine!
That jewel's made you crazy. No one can make that jump.
You lie! Pandar smiles on me, Jakarn. Riches, glory, all will belong to Feskar!
Fez! Damn it, don't do this! Stop! Fez! God damn it, Fez, you idiot! Why did... Wait. It's not that far. Oh yeah, I can make that. Definitely. You see it? The Jewel of Bondar is right there on that cliff. Right where Fez dropped it for safekeeping. It's not that far. Not really. Sure, but he was injured, and not half as athletic as me. Akon worked him over, and the wind wasn't right. Besides, he was never a good jumper. That jewel will make me... us. Rich. Like royalty. Wealthy, irresistible royalty. Look, it's so close. Fez didn't... Wait. What? Why am I standing at the edge of a cliff? Why would I jump off it? I really need a drink. You need a drink, right? I need a drink. Meet me at the Goiter's Gulp, would you? We'll settle up there. Don't worry, I'm not gonna jump. I just need to clear my head and say goodbye to a friend. Fez, you stupid, stupid cat. I'm gonna miss your mangy hide.
Watch your step in the stitches.
Well, look at this, Akan. It's just who we were waiting for. So we meet again, Walker. I see you, but not your friends. Where are Jakarn and that mangy idiot, Fezgar? Truly? Dark moons, eh? Fez was stubborn and foolish, but he did not deserve to die. This may surprise you, but I did not want Fezgar dead, just soundly punished. Seems I was right about the jewel after all. I warned you before. There is a hex on the jewel. I do not usually place much stock in folktales, but the clan mothers say Bandar created this gem to teach the Khajiit that some prizes are not worth the risk. Lesson learned, I'd say. With greed, yes. Perhaps I made a mistake in sending young Fezgar to recover it. Perhaps I made a mistake in sending that sweet-tongued Breton as his partner. Let's find out, shall we? Hello, Jakarn.
Well, this is awkward. No tricks this time. One way or the other, I need to settle things with Tuheba. Otherwise, I'll never have any peace. Take this for your trouble, huh? Assuming Tuheba doesn't kill me, you should join us for drinks. Thanks again, good looking. So, here we are, Tuheba. Ready to clear the air, or should I start throwing stuff?
Please, Jakarn. All I want is the gem. Now, I will ask you one last time. Where is the jewel of Bandar?
I'll take you to it. Just promise me you'll feed it to your cat, or toss it in a vault or something.
You have my word.
Look at us, making nice. This calls for a toast. Suggestions?
To bold, foolish Fezgar, I think. A Khajiit who died as he lived.
Yeah. To Fez.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivec, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivec sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. But we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivec bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivec's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Taliza, what's wrong? Someone help!
Why, the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean? What happened? Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me! That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander! I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion! You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger. The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Ornsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile...
Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant Armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor. Oh, so this... Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful! The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance. This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate.
I stepped on more than a few heads to get this job.
cavern broke. He did it! Did we hear that? Did we hear that? Hungry one powerful creature. How?
No one plays me for a fool!
master personally
We're nearly
selected
there.
me for this
Then
mission.
we can summon my ancestor. The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vec has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes. Sotha Sil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
Powerful.
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Seydanin to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivek City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivek will want to reward you for assisting me. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivek City, head directly for Lord Vivek's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our three living gods, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotha Sil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivek, but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
Please, Vivek!
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivek, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh, hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Levoul, and let us speak. Canon Levoul says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god? Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the Ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed. The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return. Levoul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivek trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you, but who am I to question my god? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first? Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivek. Now listen closely. I hate to repeat myself. Despite my objections, Vivek believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the Overseer that Lord Vivek requires the Blessing Stone. Then bring it to me in the palace. You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivek, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead. Ask your questions. It's not like I'm the busy arch-canon of a living god or anything. Ah, the ignorance of Outlanders. How refreshing. The Blessing Stones serve as repositories for small amounts of Lord Vivek's power. They allow his favor to permeate sanctified locations. We need such a stone to power the divination ritual. If you haven't guessed yet, the phenomenon interferes with Lord Vivek's power in unusual ways. It will be safer for everyone if I perform the ritual by using the Blessing Stone instead of drawing on my Lord's personal store of energy. Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. Lord Vivek's senses eclipse those of mere mortals. Suffice it to say, he feels a disturbance in the flow of energy throughout Vardenfell. He seeks to discover the source of that disturbance. Lord Vivek sees signs and portents everywhere. It's the poet at his core. I tend to be much more pragmatic. Sometimes a volcano is simply a volcano, and not a harbinger of doom. As for the Daedra, I have no idea. Perhaps the summoning got out of hand. Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, I also obey my Lord Vivek, so I will tolerate your involvement and do my best to aid you.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days. Our Blessing Stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our Blessing Stone? Well, neither do I. But I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea. Lord Vivek? Well, why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the Blessing Stone. The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone. I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
I can't move.
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
I thought I was gonna die under there. Oh, thanks for saving me.
I see you've got the Blessing Stone. Look, I appreciate that you were able to aid my workers, and I understand that Lord Vivek has need of the stone. But I won't feel comfortable starting construction again until it's back in place.